Well, clearly I've restarted. Uh, more. I had been Murphying earlier. This is stuff I've gotten thus far. Um, Meaning, yes, I've used both of these. Um, that may still. That's likely going to move, but I can put stuff in it now, and it's fine. Um, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do outdoors yet. Um, Maybe I'll hold off until um, I have the scarecrow so I don't lose shit. But I'm undecided. I am positive 3 p.m. because that is the earliest I got access to Sebi. Um, Everybody else, except these two, who aren't available until at least tomorrow, um, was available earlier in the day, but Sebi, 3. So, 3 is when we stopped. I'm still working on clearing them out. Shifted to working in here, and I have to keep taking breaks for the sake of my energy. But it's real easy to have this running in the background and have that regen while I catch up on Tumblr or something. It's been fun. I, of course, beyond the building. Oh, that's going to be one short. Yep. Beyond the ability to build, there are a couple other mods. Atlas should be fewer, but nitpicking the grammar when the intent is understood is... So, there's that. This is exactly what you think it is. You get one of those big orders, and you already have all of the stuff at once, but now you have to go get more because it also has a collection portion. So it gets rid of that unless collection is the only part of the quest. Because if you've already got it, why should you have to go get more? So, oh, that just lets the scepter also give you an option to go to any places you have obelisks for. Beyond that, there are some that don't have configurations. There's one that makes Clint's um, tool upgrades happen instantly rather than having to wait a few days. Unrelated but happening right now is non-consensual explosion season has fucking started. So I wish them all a very die in a fire of your own creation. Just like I do every year. But yeah, Clint will now go, okay, whack whack, done, and give tool. So there's that. Oh, there was another one that gave Pierre all of the books. So I have all of the books and all the abilities and upgrades that came with them, but some of them were also skill books, so even the ones that I don't have access to got some progress. The mining and the foraging are the ones I've actually been doing, but the other ones that I don't get credit for or can't do yet also have progress, which is fine. Um, and yeah, I've cleared up all the rocks that I can. Still working on the trees. I've gotten all the actual forage that's out and about. Not that there was a lot of it. I got some artifacts here, mostly. Um, you. I know I have room for more than that, but I want to get at least some of them going. And space those out enough so that, I mean, there's nothing technically wrong with getting one of the giant ones. You get more out of it, I think. While you're still building skill, though, I don't think you get any farming for it because you have to break it with your axe. I should actually count them. 12, 24. Okay. But also they're disruptive. I don't... If things aren't all growing at the same rate, I think it breaks it up. I don't... I think it does weird things there, but I'm not entirely sure how. I'm also not entirely sure that they're bad. It's just a... Do I want to go for the stuff that's out of season? So I have bought all the recipes I have access to. You can see the one of each fruit tree along the top, because you can actually plunk them there, and they have their buffer in the fixed decor and the edge of the plantable area. I have already built the bridge. I've already accumulated and spent walnuts opening up what I can. Not having a weapon, any weapon, let alone a good one, means there are things I just can't do there. 'Cause it's not safe. But going and getting at least some seeds from both Pierre and Sandy, including the ones that are not currently in season, in Sandy's case. I got the trash. I happened to get that as a artifact reward. So now I know to keep the damn thing. And because of cooking and other big quests, especially from there, I'm not going to be selling much. Just because there's so much more of it that cooking with anything other, with better quality stuff is a waste of the better quality stuff. So I would rather, if I have to cook, do it with the lower. Oh, speaking of which, because I have access to all of the books right away, some things are weird. Of course, I haven't shipped anything yet. Because I had those bone nodes, I happened to get lucky and get those, but there are still more bones to be found. All the books means all of the TV show recipes. So I have all of those. I happened to get one of those just weeding the farm area on the island. But yeah. Having things very out of order creates some interesting side effects. I haven't bothered to talk to the old woman on the island to get her quest because I would have to wait for a full year until Kurt shows up so I can actually start it. So I don't want to have to hold on to the thing she gives me for a year to wait for that, so I will just talk to her then. You know, advantage of actually knowing these things ahead of time. But yeah, I still have more tree cutting to do. and then other clearing. Um, we'll likely end up making more of those once I've cleared the space where they will go. Of course, stumps are still in the way until, well, because I can buy all of this tomorrow morning. Clint will show up and go, "Hey, you can build a furnace." Um, and then I will be able to start smelting. I could have gotten a mod that also let him sell me ingots, so I wouldn't have to spend the time smelting first. Um, but it's fine. So tomorrow I will be able to smelt, and then because wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff, I will be able to access. I will be able to have the ingots to access upgrades to my goddamn tools, um, and be able to buy more ore. Um, so, yeah, shortcutting a lot of stuff more effectively. Because and the more that I have done in a legitimate, um, between the first time I played through and the modding I was doing for the game I was playing, um, modding away all the inconvenience of having to do the thing again. Um, and yeah, this is just shortcutting, getting me back to a place I have already gotten myself to multiple times with no mods or varying degrees of mods previously. So, yes, more mods to make it happen even faster, sure. Anyway, I have more trees to cut, and you don't need to watch me do that.